Many of you are students. Everyone has always been concerned about future employment. I'd like to ask Dr. Zhu a question. Many people say that AI might surpass humans in 8 or 10 years, that it could defeat humans. Do you think that's possible? If it's possible, then we might as well just check out and give up on everything. If not possible, in the next 5 years, what kinds of functions will it achieve in our life and work?
In certain areas, AI can indeed surpass humans. For example, one common case is the so-called ImageNet competition. It involves images of many different objects for computers to identify. In this competition event, computers have already surpassed human accuracy. But in other areas, such as in creative tasks like composing poetry, for example, which involve artistic expression, or cooking truly delicious, aromatic, mouth-watering dishes, or creating innovative concepts that don't yet exist, I don't think artificial intelligence can surpass humans in these areas anytime soon.
So it seems we can still be at ease, and for several years we should be safe. But what exactly will the situation be like? In 5-6 years, what functions can be realized?
All right, I can give everyone about 5 examples. Some of these are very likely to become reality within 5 years. The first one is autonomous driving systems. In the United States, there are about 265 companies registered as autonomous driving system companies. These companies must be very confident that autonomous driving is feasible to have established their companies. So in the next 5 years, I'm quite certain that everyone will be able to see their own cars autonomous driving, or even find self-driving taxis waiting for passengers right there on the street. The second example might perhaps be robotic arms. Currently, robotic arms used to have to be programmed in advance. But now we already have more advanced robotic arms which can learn based on their current state, automatically adapt to the method of assembling parts. So in the future, your smartphones might be almost entirely assembled by robotic arms. Another example is the integration of voice systems and automatic speech systems. Just imagine in the future when you travel to a foreign country where you don't speak the language, all you need to do is use your phone, input what you want to say. Your phone will upload your speech to the cloud, translate, then play back. It would be as if you could easily communicate with the locals. Another example is the smart grid systems and intelligent air conditioning. And the grid, it's very inefficient now. Conference hall, the temperature is actually not being controlled in the most energy efficient way. If we use smart AC, smart grids, we can save about 30 to 40% of electricity, which is also more environmentally friendly. The last one is simply AI can be applied to assist in the development of new drugs or chemical products and new energy sources, such as R&D in nuclear fusion and the development of new materials. We can use AI to help us find research directions that are more likely to succeed, so we don't have to waste too many resources, directions unlikely to succeed.
All right, thank you. Just now, Dr. Zhu mentioned the topic of poetry. Now, let's have everyone take a look at some poetry. Let's look at the big screen. We'll look at 2 7-character poems that begin with Shijin. Here is first one. Tide of Shijin meets heavenly railing. Beyond the clouds, sails in the mist appear as the sky clears. The bright moon and reeds to dismount. By the stream, gulls and egrets mingle. Next poem. This one is Shijin New Moon Crescent by the river. Misty mist blurs upward, merging with the sky. On islet, white sand is lost in haze. The only lights should be on fishing boats. One of these poems is by Qing Guan, a Song Dynasty poet. The other is from Uday Poetry Tool by IBM. It's a program that composes poetry. So can everyone actually tell which is which? Let's have our guests here try to distinguish them as well, shall we? Which of our guests agree that the first song was in fact written by a human? Please raise your hands. Let's also take a look at everyone in the audience, all the students and friends here today. Who thinks the first was human-made? Who thinks there's a second one? A lot of people actually didn't raise their hands. Let me reveal the answer to this riddle. I need to take a good look. I'm afraid I might get it wrong too.
The second poem was in fact written by a human.
Let's now take a look at two more pictures. On the left is UBS trading floor from 8 years ago, which was filled by traders. On the right is the trading floor today. You could say that most of the operators are gone. So let's start by asking this question, renowned psychology expert, Professor Kennan. May I ask, in your field, could humans be replaced by AI, leading to massive widespread unemployment? And in your opinion, which areas do you think artificial intelligence cannot replace?
No. In my field, I'm a research scientist, and that requires a lot of creative intelligence, like I was talking about before. One of the hardest things is knowing what questions to ask. Right now, I have a long list of questions that I'm thinking about. Which ones do I want to study in the upcoming school year? And I have to decide which ones are important, and then decide how to design the study to look at each question. And one of the reasons I'm successful is that I'm very good at identifying the right question to study. I think all good scientists do that, can do that. But one more thing, I'm very worried about that picture that we just saw, the trading floor. All the jobs are going away if there is AI. How do we replace those jobs? We need more creative intelligence in humans so the humans can stay ahead of the computers. And that requires a whole different education system, I think.
All right, thank you. Thank you, Professor Kennan. Professor Kennan feels very confident when it comes to psychology. He believes that we probably won't be replaced by AI. Now, let's also ask about the medical and healthcare field. Professor Loeb, what do you think? Do you think you will be replaced?
In my area, which is care of the dying, we are not just focusing on the body. We embrace the whole person, physical, psychological, emotional, spiritual. The complexity of the human experience, the ability to make choices and to discern is what makes us uniquely human. No, I believe that knowledge of our mortality can invite us to live with awareness, to embrace suffering and death as an opportunity to grow and develop. And I believe this unique human experience cannot be enhanced by AI. Of course, robots also are still unable to match the depth and breadth of human perception. The difficulty of perception has consequences for handling tasks, and in particular, the handling of irregular objects, for which robots are yet to reach human levels of aptitude. Thus, even AIs of the humanoid type cannot provide the very personal care that the dying person may need. It can never replace skin on skin, a hand on another hand.
All right, thank you. Thank you, Professor Loeb. We are now having an international event at this very moment, right now. It's a collision of wisdom among top experts. The biggest challenge is many guests, many interpreters. So as a result, the two distinguished guests in the middle have been left waiting for quite a while. So who should we ask first? We're too shy to say, eh? Since Kempo is one of our own. Well, let's ask Master Haitao first for his opinion, if you would be so kind, please. Master, since this topic is actually very rigorous I have to carefully follow this script exactly as it is written. Master Haitao has been spreading the Dharma for many years. He led others to do good deeds. As the AI advances, have you ever imagined that one day all the sutras and commentaries you have taught in the past will be fully integrated into an AI system, reach Professor Zhu's hands? And even your live TV station becomes an intelligent system as well? What should we do if everyone loses their jobs? Buddhists can speak to the intelligent system. The truly inspiring Buddhist teachings you want to hear are the problems that are troubling them. The system can automatically retrieve your relevant teachings and communicate with the audience. If such a day really comes, how would you adjust and arrange your rules for spreading the Dharma?
Thank you. This is very important. In fact, during these past few days of the World Youth Buddhist Society event, we have made use of artificial intelligence. Hundreds of thousands of people from different countries around the world are watching the live broadcast at the same time. This has greatly helped the dissemination of Buddhist knowledge. But I believe that in the future, our Kempo Sodargye will be even busier. Why? Because through the Dharma, many problems can be identified. But to solve these problems, one can only rely on drawing close to a virtuous teacher, because artificial intelligence cannot give others compassion. That's why when a mother and child meet, in Mahayana Buddhism, the compassion of the teacher moves the disciple, transforms their greed, anger, and ignorance. So if artificial intelligence could develop to that level, I would sincerely pray for it to reach that stage soon. I actually want to share a very painful fact. Just now, when I saw those pictures, 12 years ago, we ordained 40 young monks altogether, determined to remain long-term monastics. But since the creation of phones, now only 4 remain, and even they are barely holding on. It's even more frightening than this picture. So in Burmese Buddhism and Thai Buddhism, they are also holding meetings about this issue. Ever since mobile phones appeared, the number of monastics decreases by a quarter every year. So finally, I want to draw a conclusion. Now, all I can do is learn to be more compassionate, like our Kempo here, because people drift from themselves. As technology advances, people drift further from hearts. So as Buddhists, as practitioners, we need to add greater compassion to mobile phones. Thank you. I'm Taba.
Thank you, Master Haitao. Master Haitao kept trying hard to pass this topic over to Kempo. Well, now we finally got it. To be rigorous, let me first provide a bit of important background information. It's about translation. Translation is a key area in AI development. According to reports, Google has used neural network algorithms to give rise to a new generation of this cut error rate by 60%. Microsoft is also making great efforts to catch up in intelligent translation. Intelligent translation trended 2017. Top 5 tech achievements of 2017. Everyone is looking forward to a future where we no longer need to learn foreign languages. Over 30 years, Kempo has translated many Tibetan Buddhist scriptures into Chinese for Han disciples. With the popularization and development of AI translation in the future, Kempo, do you feel your translation work is also facing some challenges? This question definitely, absolutely not. The scriptwriter has a problem. But perhaps you could share your thoughts on this. How do you view this issue? Thank you, Kempo.
First of all, I can say with great certainty, without any hesitation, that translation in the field of Buddhism will not be replaced by AI. Although it is a form of deep learning, and there are many types of translation work, including tourism and business. These areas might be partially replaced by it. But when it comes to the spiritual level, especially in the realm of Buddhist studies in particular, for the time being, I don't think so. If it really does happen, I would actually be quite happy. Then I can go into retreat.